What is up, my fellow questers and gamers and painters? Tonight we are working on the elf. That is our goal, is to get Valyrna the Elf done tonight. Now, as a quick reminder, thank you anybody who's joining me and who does join me along this journey. It's going to be a lot of fun. Justin's here. Hey, Justin. We always are streaming on painting streams are on Sunday and Wednesday nights, and then my husband Luke plays Hero Quest on Friday, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then Thursday's the one night where you get to have a break from us. Not that you would really want one, but if you want to take a break, you can, but it's really not necessary. Just replay our streams on Thursday. That's what you could dedicate your Thursday to, replaying our streams. So anyhow, again, I am going to be painting the elf, and I'm going to show you guys. So Sunday night, I finished, what's her name? Yep, the Warlock. I'm having a hard time remembering her name. But Justin says, I replay the streams every day looking for clips. Yeah, and we appreciate that. We 100% appreciate that, so that, me and Luke are a little bit past the age limit, I think, on being able to do that successfully without needing a crash course in it. Tiaga, that's it, Luke's here. So Tiaga is the name of the Warlock. I finished that one on Sunday. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday, man. I'm just, today was a long day. And then over the last couple of streams that Luke has had, Justin said I'm the same age. Well, you're better at that than we are, so we're glad to see somebody likes doing that kind of stuff, because it's past our, if we had a course maybe to kind of learn how to do it, but as far as like us just doing it, no, we're not very good at it. So over the last couple of Hero Quest games that Luke has played, last couple of quests he's done, I ended up painting Tiaga, her not warlock form, her demon form, and then last night I painted, and again, I can't remember his name either. It starts with an M. The old man wizard, whatever his name is. Luke will chime in here in a minute and let you all know what that is, because I can't ever remember their names. I did remember this one, though. I remembered this one. Mordecai. Mordecai is the old guy wizard. That's right. Okay, so I'm going to flip on over to my other camera and show you guys the finished minis that I did the last couple of days, and then we'll get started on the elf. All right, and let me get the music started as well, and then we'll get it all going here. So I'm going to bring this up, and then I'm going to get that going. Hopefully it's not too loud or anything for you guys. Okay, I don't think I need to do anything else here. Okay, so let's get this started. All right, so this is Tiaga's demon form, and I think it came out really, really cool. I wanted to do something besides just red and black, and then Luke suggested with her wand color has this bright green on it, and so I was like, I'm going to try to put the bright green on the demon form. And I originally had just put the bright green on there. I didn't have anything else, and it was a little bit too much with the bright green, and I was like, I don't know. And so then I thought, I'll add some dark green wash to that and just see what happens. And I think it turned out really, really good. So I got the, the wings painted and the cracks in the wings and stuff. So I think that her demon form came out really, really good. And then last night I did Mordecai. And it was, let me tell you, all these little runes that are in the red, it's kind of hard to see them. See if I can get them up there in the light maybe. Those were a pain in the butt. They were pretty difficult to do, and I had to hold very still when I did them. They were not easy, for sure. But he pretty much looks exactly as he does on the card. And I used this brush, this little, it's actually a brush for detailing like nails, if you get your nails done, to paint like details on the nails. And I got that for all those little itty bitty, when those are itty bitty tiny details, because that just works the best. Is that I wouldn't have been able to use my regular small brush for that. Even this brush, this yellow brush that I love, would have been too big for those little tiny runes on that, whatever that cloak or whatever that is that he's wearing, cape, cloak. I think it's just a cloak. Okay, so without further ado, this is who we're painting tonight. Right here, Valyrna the Elf. This is what her card looks like. So we're going to try to make it as similar to that as we can. A lot of like darker colors, blue, silver, like a dark greenish, like gunmetal color almost. And she does have like some sort of crown on this card. And it's not really prominent. Oops. Okay, hang on. Having camera issues. It's not as prominent on the mini, her little crown thing she's got on her head. So it's kind of just like a little dot on her forehead instead of like a cross her whole forehead. Okay, so we're gonna start with the skin color, because that's normally what I do, is the skin color first. And I've been noticing the last couple of times I've done this, this paint is just a little too thick, so if I add just a couple of drops of water, it helps thin it up pretty good. I do have a speed paint medium over there too that I could add to it to kind of help thin that up a little bit too, because it gets, excuse me, it gets pretty thick sometimes, some of this paint, and then it goes on kind of like chunky, and we're not a fan of that. So just gonna put a little bit of it there, and then just a couple of dabs here on the edge here to kind of make it go on a little bit more smooth. Okay. All right, are y'all ready? I am ready. Might move you more this way just so I have more success with this, I think, when I can lean on the table. Doesn't hurt my elbows as bad when I'm able to lean on the table. Or my back, I mean. Hurts my elbows, but, you know. You do what you can with it. Yeah, I think that'll be better. And this is always, regardless of whether or not I put water in this or I just use it as is, it always needs a second coat. So that is fine. Let's get her painted gray. Now, the first minis that I ever painted, I did this character, but it was the other version of her. So the version of her where she's like posed like this in this card. So she's kind of got her arms open in this card. She also has, if you can see on that card, details in her sword, like little runes in her sword. But this mini does not have runes on the sword. So I don't know if I'm going to attempt that. If I want to try to attempt to put runes on it or not. I'm not sure how that would look if I tried to do it. Because I don't know if I could accurately match it. So it'll probably just be a regular blade. And here where her hands are. Not easy to see. Okay. You guys let me know. I have the touch, like the internet browser up over here where I can see it, and it's saying it's next to the live notification there. It's saying unstable. So let me know if it's coming through okay for you guys, and you're able to hear it clear and everything, and see everything clear. Don't want any blurriness or anything like that, because that just would not be good for this. You need to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, Justin says looks and sounds good to me. Okay, cool. So maybe it's just Just the computer then. Could be. Get it ears painted here. Justin actually created he's been doing shorts for us for the channel, which we, again, very much appreciate. He did the spider clip when Luke saw the big giant spider, and then he's done a few other ones, but the one he did today was when I was painting. Who was I painting? I can't remember which mini I was painting. It was recently, just in the last couple of streams. And one of my bottles of speed paint was like clogged at the top. And so I didn't want to squeeze too hard on the bottle because it would go everywhere if it did, when it finally broke through that little, I didn't have a safety pin or anything to punch that down in there. And exactly what I didn't want to happen happened, and it went everywhere. It went all over. There's still remnants of that teal paint right here at the very top of these two compartments because it went everywhere. I had it all over my hand. It was a huge mess. I was like, okay, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen, of course, is what happened there. Okay, and her lips are just a little bit darker. So I'm going to leave space so that I can make sure I get those. Oh, I think Justin just put the link in there for that. So check that out, because that was a mess when that happened. I got that paint just a little bit too much in her eye area, so I'm just going to try to get some of that out. So, have an ear itch. I'm going to take a little bit of that back out of the eye area. Oh, the eyes are the hardest part to paint for sure. Out of any of the ones I've ever done, the eyes are always the most difficult place to paint. It's just a matter of getting them to look right, but also not overdoing them. And also if they have eyebrows, that can get a little hard to paint around. I don't know. Yeah, she's got black eyebrows actually now that I'm looking, which is kind of weird because she's got pale white hair. So if I can get that one brush to work, I'll paint her hair or her eyebrows on. Okay, let that dry and then come back to that. Luke says, we're on TikTok now too. Oh, that's right. Tried to post the 2 new ones on there today too, but not sure if it worked. That's right, we are on TikTok. Go check us out at Midnight Quest Game. Justin said the shorts are doing very well on YouTube. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Hang on one second. I'm gonna look at this. Okay, she's got like a... Oh, it's supposed to be like an owl thing. But that's not what it is on the mini. Okay, her breastplate is different too. The chest plate that's over her looks a little bit different. Okay, well, we'll just go with it here. So her cloak, because it's shadowed on the inside, is darker on the inside, and then on the outside it's going to be a little bit of a lighter color. I feel like her hair is longer in this mini too, maybe. Which is, I mean, that's fine. A little different. I think I'm going to paint her shoes black. The shoes are not the only thing that isn't on that card. And Luke says, yes, they are. They are doing well, and I'm super pumped and excited to hear that. Okay, so I think I might just go ahead and do her. I was going to do this blade next, but in case okay, I'm not going to do that. Let me figure this out real quick. Alright, maybe I'll do the darker color. Okay, so I got this burnt moss color, which is like her pants and underneath her arm brace and all that good stuff. So we'll do that color. Sorry if this is shaking the camera. Get all this off of here. Dry paint. Okay. What a bit of that. Excuse me. Alright. Let me wet my brush here. Her pants actually on the card too are smooth, and this is almost like a rough kind of, looks like chainmail kind of texture, which that's not a big deal. That will work just fine. That might be part of the cloak. That is definitely part of the cloak. Make sure you're wearing. No. Put her down here. And then this little thing, this little, like, whatever this thing is that's hanging down between her legs here that has the, like, symbol or emblem or whatever it is on it. The background of that is also this, like, dark greenish gray color as well. So. And then the top of it is going to be silver when we get to it. She doesn't really have too much of an extensive color palette here. She's got only just simple colors, and Mordecai was like that last night too. Basically, he had 4 colors, I think. He had gold and red and black, then that like bluish gray color, and white. So he didn't really have too many colors there, which is fine. He still came out really good, even with a limited color palette. He still looks really nice. Okay, and then this is going to be difficult because the area that's also this color, like under her belt, is like under her hands. So this is going to be hard to get to. Try our best here. See what happens. Hi, Lita. It's really difficult to see. I cannot see what I'm doing even a little bit. Alright, crossed arms in front are even worse than shields. I've determined. And you know, looking at this now too, in the card, her arms are bare under her braces, like the bracers, but it's not on the mini. On this mini, they're actually the same thing as her pants. So she's got the full thing going on here this time. The full armor. There's not really much of that showing on this arm because it's like right in with the cloak there. So I'm just gonna try to, oops, I painted her hand. Yes, I did. Happy little accident. I definitely had a happy little accident right there, which is fine. I can paint over it. Not a big deal at all. Man, this is so difficult to see. Wish there was a way to lift her arms so I could see what I'm doing. Okay. Alright, and then underneath her brace, her arm brace thing is this color as well. Oh, pardon me. I'm going to have to turn my fan on a little bit. I am having a hot flash. Pardon me. Oh, that is much better. Okay. Oh, hot flashes are no fun, for sure. Okay, I'm just having all kinds of happy little accidents over here. Trying to get underneath this. We're gonna fix it though. Okay, so I'm gonna go back over her hands now. That's how I screwed that up. Again, an easy fix. Right like that. A little bit more, and then maybe a little more. Okay. All right. So, I don't think there was anything else that was this color. I did get that. Yeah. Oh boy, this is very difficult. I have like the thickest magnifying lens on this that it can go, and still I'm just having a really hard time seeing what I'm doing. This is a very awkward area. That would be her arm in there, so that makes sense to paint it that color. Gosh darn it. Did paint on her arm again. Come on her hand, I mean. Okay, so I think the next thing I'm going to do is, let's see, that whole piece is like, alright, so the handle of her sword that flares out is like a bright silver, and then I got a darker like enchanted steel silver color for the blade. So I think the next thing we're going to work on is maybe so that can kind of dry on the front. I'm actually going to go over her hand again right here because I again messed that up. Okay. Alright, so now the back of her cloak is going to be this royal robes color. See if you can get it. There we go. Let me give that a shake. And I actually do have a dark blue tone here that I'll kind of give it a little bit of a detail on the back once that is dry. And maybe actually, now that I'm thinking about it, do a little of the pastel along the edges to kind of give it a little bit of a different effect as well. And I think that'll be pretty cool. Alright, let's get some of this blue here. Over here, see how it's used. This is a lot brighter than I thought it was going to be, so. Okay, yeah, that's not bad at all. Especially with the dry brushing, it looks really nice, the dry brushing, so. The effect is coming through very nicely. And I am using speed paints. They dry very quickly. It's one of the things I like about them, because you don't got to sit around and wait for, you know, if you do a part of the mini, you don't got to sit then and wait for it to dry before you can move on to the next part. The only time you really have to do that is if you're using like acrylic paints or like when I prime them, that usually needs a minute to dry, is when they are getting primed. Then that needs to be a little bit, that needs some dry time. But for the most part, I don't really have to do that too much, which is really nice. These ones on the top are going to be that color, since how they're up on the shoulder instead of kind of like underneath. Same with these ones over here as well. Yeah, I like that. What do you guys think? You like it? I like it. I got a message. Okay. Nothing important. Oh, Justin says nice. Thank you. Alright, so now that part's done, I'm going to let that dry, which will, again, it won't take long because the fan's blowing right on me here. I'm going to go ahead and do her hair next, I think. And in the picture, she's got very white hair. Mordecai had very white hair too, but he had a little bit of a darker tone, like a gray tone, kind of towards the bottom of his beard. But she, I don't think, really has that. I mean, kind of maybe more like a shadow thing, more than just a... And I don't think I need to add any water to this one, because this bottle is pretty loose. It's pretty runny, so I don't think for this one that I need to worry about putting any thinner in it or anything like that. So we're just gonna be really careful around the face. Okay, now my arms are getting chilly, so we'll turn this a little that way. Yeah, I don't know why this bottle was quite so runny and loose. I don't know why that's like that. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't remember the other mini's hair being this long. I can't remember for sure, but I don't think it was. So, again, not that that's a big deal, just trying to remember. It's been long enough ago now since I did those that I can't remember for sure what they look like. So I don't necessarily paint it here. I can't tell if this is, I almost thinking that's hair. Well, I get quiet when I gotta be detailing, because I'm just like, oh, I don't want to mess it up. start getting down into the more detailed areas where it's like, especially areas that I've already painted, and I'm like, oh, I can't even breathe right here. Whew. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the piece is that's on this model as far as what's between her eyes. It's some sort of little decoration or something. But it's definitely not the same thing that's in the on the card, but that's okay. This side, I think I did. Okay. On the bottom here a little bit more, actually. There we go. There we go. I think it's working. Yes, it's working. All right, I think I might do this little light mocha color for her lips. I just need just a little tiny bit of that. I don't even need to. Well, we had another paint accident here. Not as bad as that other one, for sure, but just a little bit there. Came just kind of falling out there. It's fine. So, just going to get the minimal amount on this that I can possibly get here. It doesn't need to be a bunch by any means. It just needs to be a little bit. And I noticed there was just a little dab of nose here that needs to be done. There we go. That's better. I'm probably not going to attempt to give her eyebrows just because she's got a really small face. And I mean, I got that really thin brush, but I don't know, that would make me really nervous, I think. Trying to do that. Okay, so now we're gonna move on and do maybe the underside of the cloak. So I chose Beowulf Blue for that. We're gonna see how much deeper of a blue this is than the other one. Hopefully, it's darker. It is. Okay, good. Good. Hopefully it's different enough from that pants color, that it's not going to be... Oh yeah, that's better. That's cool. Blends in nice, I think. this goes up into here. And then, yes, it does. It goes over here. Okay. Make sure that was feather and not anything else. I can't believe that also is a feather right there. I know that this is right here. Alright. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell what's feather and what's like pants and what. It's hard to tell sometimes. Get my brush reset here. Alright. That worked out well. I think it's a nice transition from, you know, so we got like the brighter blue, and then you turn it around and it's a little bit darker to indicate that it's a little bit more like shadowed looking. So I think that worked out real nice. Okay, and then let's see. I think I'm gonna, oh, hang on a second, because I think there's more feathers here actually now that I'm looking at it. Underneath this piece on her leg. Right, yeah. So she's got like pieces that come up like under her belt that also are like this feather. They come down over her legs. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Got it. Okay. So now I'm going to get, let me look real quick. So in the handle of her sword down here, yeah, there's just a little, it's silver, but there's a little bright blue like gem in the handle. So we'll do the silver, just the regular polished silver for the handle. And I guess I'll work on the, you know what? Hang on. Let me look at this real quick. So, is that feather? Yes, it is. Okay. I missed another feather part right here. I was like, that leg looks weird. Well, it's because it's the feather behind the leg. That's why. That's why it looks funny. Alright. Mass confusion there for just a second. Alright, there we go. Okay. So I think I'm going to work on her boots next because she's got like some intricate like little lines over top of them that I want to be silver, but I'm not going to paint that until I paint the basic boots. And they're not shown in the card, but I think black is a safe color for boots for an elf. Or brown. Brown or black, guys? Brown or black? If anybody's still in here with me. Because now I'm questioning that. Brown or black? I already put the black on there, but I don't know. Maybe they ought to be brown. Because she does have some brown accents like on her belt, and this little like piece that's hanging down by her leg down here is brown. And brown is more of a like an elf color, I guess, like as far as like their armor. No, I'm making them black. I already made the decision. I don't have no one chiming in here, so I'm just gonna make them black. They're black. They're gonna be black boots with silver accents. Realized I missed another part of the feathers. Man, I'm missing all kinds of that area there. Okay, there we go. Got it. I fixed it. All right. Let's see here. So it kind of like this, I think. And then it's in the back here. Face. Trying to figure out exactly, because again the details are a little lost on these boots, so it's kind of hard to tell. I think it might be like this. It comes down like this, I think. Or something. I don't know. We're gonna go with it and just see how she does here. The design is tricky on these. This is going to come down like that. Figuring this out as I go. I think it needs to be more like that. I want the boots to be darker as well. Alright, see if we can match that on the other side. Definitely gonna have to take a break after tonight and give my elbows a rest, because they've been hurting. Oops. Brush split. I feel like the detail is on this one better than it was on the other one. actually comes down out of there like that too. Okay, whoops. Alright, well I can fix that. Not a big deal. Happy little accidents. Over a line, but silver like covers really well, so such a strong color that I think it'll go through there no problem. I mean, it'll come out fine. Okay, she's a tough elf. Tough elf. Alright, so now I think redo the skin color here because still need to fix up the eye area a little bit, I think. What are you doing, Pip? Okay. See her eyebrows on this mini. Hard to see the lines on the boots, but I can see her eyebrows. Makes sense of that. And if you can't make sense of that, well, don't worry, because I also can't make sense of that. So, you know, there's that. Oh, my elbows. My poor elbows. Okay, so now I think I'm going to do the belt, maybe, the brown under the belt. I'm just choosing this hardened leather color. If you've watched any of the past streams, you'll know this is one of my favorite brown colors. Because it is a very nice medium. Can be light to medium depending on how much of it you use. And it just looks nice. I'm going to have to be really super careful going into here. To only paint the belt. Now she has got like 3 vials on her belt. And painting the caps of those is going to be really, really difficult. Okay. Did get some brown on the hilt, but I haven't done the hilt yet, so that's fine. And again on that bracer as well, but the bracer is going to be silver, so pretty easy to cover. Okay. I'm gonna do her eyes now. Now she's got blue eyes in this, but I'm not gonna attempt that. I'm just gonna do what I normally do. Very, very nerve-wracking. Really want and hope I can. I'll let that dry a little first before I do that. Alright. So now I'm going to do the, I think the, I'm going to have to really mix this one up in a minute. Okay. Justin says, me and Sarah just beat the Orc Warlord. Nice. And the Mordecai video has 900 views. Awesome. That makes me super happy. How was that Orc Warlord? How was that? He said, wasn't bad, got lucky rolls. That's always nice. I am not somebody who ever gets lucky rolls. When I play this game, I know that there's been a couple of quests that Luke has done where, like when he rolls the dice, it's either, like when you're trying to be the hero and you're rolling all shields instead of skulls when it's your turn to attack, and then you're rolling all, and then the opposite when you're trying to defend. That's my luck when I play this game every single time. Never fails. It's super annoying. Especially if I got a character that has like 5 defense rolls and like I don't get 1 white shield, and I'm like, this is going to make me get violent. I feel like I need to get violent with this. This is ridiculous. Okay, so now we got a darker silver color, and hopefully this one will be enough different that it'll come through and not overpower the other silver. Alright, so the blade is this color. Is this darker silver color. Oh yeah, I think we'll be fine with that. Yeah, for sure. This silverish gray color I'm using now is called Enchanted Steel. And I think that's a good name for it. It is a very nice steel color there. Cat's over there freaking out again. I think she's having her late night zoomies. Okay. Yeah, this is a pretty wide like blade that I could attempt to like do those runes on, but that could go south pretty quick and just kind of bleed together because the grooves aren't in there. So trying to do it myself I think would be pretty difficult. And I don't think I have a thin enough brush for that to create them when they're not already there. Okay, and so I don't think anything else. Oh, well, this piece on her chest is this color. Above the breastplate is this color. This is this darker silver color. There we go. And then I think I'm going to make this piece on her brow this color as well, the piece that's between her eyes here. It's brighter silver in the card, but that's fine. I'm easy going with it. Don't know what it's supposed to be on this. It's like a little circlet crown thing on the card, and on here it's just right between her eyes. I don't really know exactly what it is here. Okay, and then I think I'm going to try to touch up the under her one eye here as best I can without screwing it up. That's better. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. Sweet. Looking good. Oh, my nose itches. Alright, so now I guess really the only colors we have left to do other than just like highlighting and things like that is the silver. Like the polished silver. Oh, and then her vials. You know what? I think I want to do those vials first. So it looks like she's got 2 blue vials and then like a pink vial. So I've chosen Thunderbird blue here and familiar pink for those vials. And I'm going to have to shake this one up pretty good because it's mostly settled on the bottom there. So Justin says, I found a cool Hero Quest dungeon maker. You can design everything and export it or print it. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know something like that existed, so that's pretty cool. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. I guess I gotta shake this one up too. Shake your paint now. Shake your paint now. Okay. It's getting there. It's mixing. We're mixing it up. Mix it, mix it, mix it. So it can be cooly, cooly, cooly. Alright. And honestly, the caps on these vials are brown. I guess I could have just painted that brown too. But I kind of wanted to try to do it in this color, but I also am not going to test my luck with that, trying to paint up over there either. So we'll see if I can even get the paintbrush up in there and how it does. We shall see. We're going to do the blue first because that's first on the belt here. And there is 3 on the belt just like there is in the picture. Okay. Dab more here. Okay. Now the pink one. Now the pink one. which of course is underneath everything. Right? Yeah. That's that one kind of was pretty thin, so I think we're gonna. Okay, that kind of just ran. So I'm just gonna clean that up. Let that dry, and then I'll put another coat on there, and then maybe I'll do this, right? Yeah, this like princess pink as a kind of like a little bit of a highlight on it, because it's kind of glowing in the picture. So I think I got the tops of the vials though fairly decently anyway here. So to get them a little bit better in this angle. Just gotta be really careful not to paint anything else that I've already painted. I don't even breathe when I do that. Okay, so now I think we can start maybe, excuse me, with the silver now. Let's do it. Silver, silver, silver. Get the dried piece off of there. Or, you know. Alright, we need a new paper towel anyhow, so that's fine. Paper towel anyhow. Sorry. Okay. So we'll do a little silver here. Again, don't need much because a little of this paint goes a very long way. Alright. Now, we'll just start. My leg's stuck to the chair. Hang on a second. Pardon me. Okay. There we go. Excuse me. That's better. Alright. So we're just going to start with the hilt of the sword. Okay. Oh, don't get in the wrong silver there. Almost did. I would have been way too slow on the uptake too had I accidentally done that. I would have been painting it and thinking, why does this look the same as this other one? Before I realized that, you know, it is the same as the other one. Because that's how we do things here in, you know, ADHD land. And I do think I'm going to paint a little blue gem on the hilt of the sword just like it is in the card. I think that'll look pretty cool. Bracers. Other bracer. That's what that's called, right? The things they wear on their arms are called bracers. And then I can see just the smallest area where I missed this pants color. It's also the arm color here. And it's just a little spot of it. Not much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Ooh! I always have a song playing in my head, pretty much non-stop. Non-stop music in my head all the time. Little piece of the pants. I think I thought that was part of the little knee. The silver plating on the knee. I thought that's what that was. Didn't go up quite that high. Thinking about getting me and Luke are thinking about looking into getting another camera maybe, or some sort of webcam or something that I can set up and still record myself painting when he's streaming. Like, I wouldn't be talking or anything through that, but I would just be painting on the nights when I still feel like coming down and painting, so you guys aren't missing content essentially. And then obviously that wouldn't be like live, but it would be it would be like a way for you, like, since how I did the wizard, I did him off camera, and then, you know, when I did the demon form off camera, just a way that I could have still have that content for you guys that you can check out. Justin says, I got one. You guys can borrow until you get another. Oh, that would be awesome. We would appreciate that. I'll talk to Luke about that and see what he wants to do about that. And but that could work, potentially work out for sure. Thank you. Gotta be real careful with the design here. It's definitely different on each boot. I don't think it's supposed to be, but it definitely is. too bad. This is as I'll bring it to Toby's lesson tomorrow to go to webcam. Okay. That'd be awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see. So we need to take a little bit more of this black here and just kind of clean up the areas where I kind of made it too thick. Oh, actually, I missed the silver area back here. Lighter blue on the back. So get a little bit more of that. She's about done, guys. Other than just some small little details to do, she's almost done. Okay, where did I see that at? Oh yeah, right there. There we go. Go. Oh, forgot the silver up at top, her shoulder plates and across her chest there. I completely forgot about those areas. Not quite done. Yes, I did. I used this lighter blue. That is indeed a feather right there. Oh, not that much. Okay. Oh. Face a little. That was way too much, but that's fine. It's fine. This paint's a lot more easier to replace than the other paint. Or a lot cheaper to replace, I should say, not easier. Ooh. To me, this color again. Okay, and then I'm going to use, what color do I want to use for the gem? For the blue gem, it needs to be a pretty bright blue. I think I'll just use that same like greenish. That'll come through, I think. Put it right here. I have to do it a couple of times, but okay. Now, what was I going to paint? Oh yeah, for the vial. That's right. Try to paint that again. A little bit more. Deepen that up a little. And then is this the blue? Yeah. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to use the dark blue tone wash to give just some of the feathers some more definition. But it's, I'm just gonna kind of go in here with it, just at the bottom here, and like in the little like V's, essentially. And this does not need to be perfect. As a matter of fact, it probably looks better if it's not quite perfect, because that gives it a little bit more of an illusion, I guess. I think. Just kind of dab it up into the corners where you needed to kind of give them a little bit of a dark and then like on the little edges and stuff we'll put some as well. We'll put some of the lighter color. Down in here. And then up in here. Little. Kind of fan out there. This area. Up in that area, and that area, and that area. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see that, but it kind of, see how it kind of darkened it up in areas and just, yeah. I think it worked. Okay. Get a little bit more brown for the side of this belt that's on her waist here. Alright, Justin says I gotta go lay down, had a long day. I'll keep stream up though. Okay, thanks, man. I'm probably going to be done after this one too. This is probably going to be a shorter one because I'm almost done with her. I just got a couple of more just small details and then I think I'm going to be done as well because I'm really tired. I did not get near enough sleep last night. So I 100% understand. Black. Fix up this one. There we go. And I think the last thing, one of the last things, is going to be putting this on the vials and the edges of the cloak in the back, and then the pink on the vial, the light pink on the vial to kind of give it that glowy effect. So I don't have like a bright pink. I do have a bright blue though. That maybe I'll do that with. Alright, so I'm going to take this angled brush. I usually paint the bases with this, but we're going to just it and then dab it along the edges. That was my dog, in case you were wondering. Alright, so I'm thinking other than the base. Oh, I need to do the little. That's right. I almost forgot. Just pardon me for a second here. I think that's going to be the right color. Okay. So this I need just the tiniest little. Didn't even need that much probably. Just a tiny little. So just dab on the side. Okay, this is. And then this blue as well. else did I say? Was that it? Oh, the base. The base. Oh, tired? Okay. Alright, I think we're going to do the base, and then, other than just sealing her, she will be done. Okay, let's go ahead and get her base done here. Okay. All right. And I think she's done, guys. All right. So hard. And her. Again, she's kind of hard to see. Just like that. Not sure why that particular blue, too. This blue is so shiny, and I'm not sure why. If that's just how that, how that one looks, I guess. So, all right. Well, I think she is done for the night, and she's ready to join in back with the party as soon as I get her sealed. There's the tray for tonight and all the different colors we used, and I think she came out pretty good. So I'll go back to full face cam here. I want to thank you guys for joining me and coming along on this painting journey with me. Painting journey in my jammies here because I'm very tired, so I wanted to get comfortable. I had a long day today. So yeah, again, you can catch us over on TikTok. We now have a TikTok. We also have a YouTube channel. We got a lot of shorts up there, and all the videos that we've done so far, all the painting videos, there's a playlist on there, and all of the quests so far that my husband Luke has done so far are also up on that YouTube channel. So hit us up, and then we'll see you in the next one. Thanks again for joining me, and we'll see you.